Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to embark on a journey, really, to explore what many believe is the greatest untapped resource on our planet.
Hmm.
And it's not what you might think, like some hidden mineral deposit or, a new energy source.
Right.
No, we're talking about the immense, just boundless human potential that resides in every single child. It's a truly powerful concept, isn't it?
It really is.
And it makes you wonder, given this incredible potential, this talent and curiosity,
Uh,
are we, as a society, truly pulling out all the stops to nurture it?
yeah. Are we exploring every avenue?
Exactly. Our source today, education strategist Kelly Davis, she suggests maybe we're overlooking something fundamental in how we approach their education.
Okay.
She makes this fascinating point. Most parents, maybe you listening, can tell you all the subtle differences between oat milk brands at the grocery store.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Right. But ask about the full spectrum of their child's education options, like the real range beyond the local school and things can get a bit
Yeah.
vague up.
That's a powerful comparison.
It really challenges us, doesn't it? Are we as informed as we could be about choices that could shape our kids' entire future?
Okay, let's unpack this a bit.
Indeed. And that's exactly our mission for this deep dive. We want to take a fresh, maybe critical look at traditional schooling,
Right.
especially when we set it against the increasingly popular world of online private schools, which are often, let's be honest, misunderstood.
Definitely.
And this discussion feels more relevant than ever. The world's changing so fast, it demands new ways of learning. Our insights today are largely drawn from Kelly Davis.
You get education strategist.
Exactly. She has 16 years of teaching experience, a global view on education marketing. Her work really pushes us to think differently about how and where kids learn.
So as we get into this, the big question for you listening right now to keep in mind is, what's truly the right fit for your child's unique educational journey in this, evolving landscape?
Okay, so when parents think about education options, especially something different like online, quality is almost always the first thing, right?
Absolutely. Top of the list.
There's this sort of lingering idea, maybe from our own school days, that online just can't be as rigorous, as academically solid as a physical classroom.
It's common perception.
So what does Kelly Davis's work tell us? How do online private schools actually stack up against traditional ones on quality and standards?
It's a fair question, and the sources tackle it directly. Based on Kelly Davis's insights, the answer about quality is a pretty definite and I think quite reassuring yes.
Okay, a yes.
Yeah, and it's not just wishful thinking. It's really grounded in how schools are evaluated now. Accreditation bodies like Advanced D or the Middle States Association.
Big names people might recognize?
Exactly. They're the same groups that rigorously check out traditional schools, curriculum, teachers, everything. They apply the identical, very exacting standards to online private schools.
Identical, really.
Identical. So if an online school gets their seal of approval, it means they meet the very same benchmarks for academic excellence.
Wow.
And that's not just a technicality. It's a powerful statement about parity. It signals that the establishment recognizes quality isn't tied to a building anymore.
That really changes the game, doesn't it? It flips the script on centuries of thinking.
It does. It suggests the how of learning matters more than the where.
And speaking of the how, Kelly Davis points to personalized learning as the game changer in this new environment. What does that actually look like, though, beyond the buzzword? Can online education really match or maybe even do better than traditional schools with this personalization?
Absolutely. And it looks like education that genuinely centers on the child. It tailors the experience instead of, forcing the kid into a preset mold.
Okay.
Online private schools often push personalized learning much further. They can provide truly customized learning paths.
Like how? Give me an example.
Okay, imagine a child who's just fascinated by, say, environmental science. In a good online setup, they might be exploring advanced ecology modules, maybe even doing virtual research projects, while their peers in a traditional class are still on basic biology.
Ah, okay. So they can go deeper.
Exactly. Or maybe you have a budding writer who can spend more time in creative writing workshops. This flexibility lets them dive deep into passions, build real expertise.
So the curriculum adapts to them.
Precisely. Not the other way around. That's unlocking potential.
That makes a lot of sense. Every kid learns differently, different speeds. But I can see parents worrying, Does too much flexibility mean some kids lack structure?
Or get lost if they struggle.
Yes, exactly. So how does online education handle that unique learning pace? How does it make sure kids don't fall behind or conversely get bored waiting for others?
Yeah, this is an area where online schooling really truly shines. It's a core advantage.
Okay.
It's designed to let kids move at the speed that's right for them. If they grasp a concept quickly, they can move ahead, maybe finish modules faster, take on advanced work.
Right, no waiting around.
And if they need more time on something complex, the platform allows that. Teachers have tools to track progress constantly, see who's struggling, and step in.
Ah, so they can intervene quickly.
Yes, often with very targeted help or resources. So no more being held back, but also, crucially, no more being left behind just because they need a bit longer.
That sounds like it would reduce a lot of frustration.
It fosters confidence and deeper understanding. It moves away from that one-size-fits-all problem.
Fantastic for the students. But naturally, it brings up the teachers. Are online teachers as qualified? Is that perception fair, that maybe they're less qualified or experienced?
It's a really common assumption, but Kelly Davis's research suggests it's mostly mistaken.
Okay.
There's a reassuring statistic. Over 90% of online private school teachers hold state certifications.
Over 90%, that's high.
It is. But it's more than just the paper. These educators are often experts in two ways. They know their subject area inside out, of course.
Yeah.
But they're also skilled at using technology to make learning genuinely engaging and interactive online. That's a distinct skill set.
So they know the tech side, too.
Exactly. They know how to translate good teaching into that dynamic digital space using all the tools available.
Okay. What about individual support then? You know, in a big traditional class, one teacher trying to reach 30 kids.
It's tough.
It's incredibly challenging.
So, will my child get the support they need online? How does that personalized attention actually happen? Could it even be more effective?
Well, surprisingly, in many cases, yes. Online schools often provide more personalized attention.
Really?
It's down to a few things. Often smaller class sizes, for one, but also those advanced digital tools we mentioned.
Right.
Teachers can monitor individual progress, participation, even how long a student spends on a question, all in real time.
Wow.
Imagine a teacher getting an alert if a student seems stuck, or being able to instantly see their history with a topic to give better feedback.
That's very specific support. It is. And there's data here. The Digital Learning Collaborative found 87% of parents noticed increased individualized attention in online schools.
87%, that's huge.
It really counters that assumption that online means less personal. It's often a more sophisticated kind of support.
That's a massive point for parents weighing options. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Let's talk about breaking free from, well, geography.
The location factor.
Yeah, education's always been tied to where you live, right? Does our location still limit the quality of education my child can get? For many, historically, the answer was yes.
But with online private schools, the answer now is just a clear, resounding no.
Just gone.
Geographic limits basically vanish. Your
Right.
child can access top-notch, accredited education from almost anywhere, rural area, moving for work, traveling.
Doesn't matter where you are.
Doesn't matter. It opens up opportunities that were just unthinkable before. Families aren't tied to specific school districts anymore.
That's incredibly freeing. And speaking of physical constraints, the commute.
The daily grind.
The school bus, the car line, it eats up so much time. How much time are we actually talking about typically? And what's the online alternative?
Those commutes really do add up. And for many families, it's a big drain.
Oh, sure.
Online education, it just eliminates it.
Yeah.
Completely. The National Center for Education Statistics suggests this can free up, potentially, up to 2 extra hours each day.
2 hours a day?
Yep. Now think what a child could do with that time. It's not just avoiding traffic jams.
Right, it's usable time.
For hobbies, for needed rest, for digging deeper into studies, volunteering, it's a significant gift of time back to them.
2 hours is amazing, and that ties right into the next big question for families with kids who have serious outside interests.
The balancing act.
Yeah. How can my child balance school with those other passions? Think aspiring athletes, artists, young entrepreneurs. Traditional schedules can be brutal.
They really can force impossible choices sometimes.
So how does online help?
This flexibility is, well, it's fundamental to online schooling. It turns those conflicts into opportunities.
How so?
It provides the adaptability needed for kids pursuing demanding things. Learning schedules can literally be built around training, rehearsals, competitions, projects.
So school fits them, not the other way around.
Exactly. That gymnast training during the day They do their academics evenings or weekends. They don't have to sacrifice one for the other. They can excel at both.
That allows for a much more balanced life.
Absolutely. More fulfilling, often.
And what about families who move a lot? Military families, jobs that relocate. Consistency in education is a huge worry.
Massive disruption, moving schools.
Yeah. How do we maintain consistency? Can online help there?
This is another critical area where online private schools provide huge value. They offer a truly seamless experience wherever life takes you.
Seamless how?
Because the school essentially travels with the child. Their education is uninterrupted. Same curriculum, same teachers, often the same online classmates, even if they move across the country or the world.
Wow, that's real stability.
It provides crucial stability and continuity in what can be a very changeable life for some kids. They keep progressing without that jarring disruption.
Okay, now we absolutely have to tackle the big one, the elephant in the virtual room, socialization.
The social question always comes up.
Always. The first thought for so many is, will my child miss out? Will they be isolated? People picture kids alone at a screen.
It's the biggest fear for many parents, understandably.
And this is where, according to the source material, the reality might genuinely surprise people.
It really might. It's a valid concern, but online schools take it very seriously. They're proactive about it.
How? What do they do?
The reality is, good online private schools work hard to foster vibrant, connected communities. They use lots of different channels.
Like what?
Think virtual clubs for all sorts of interests, robotics, debate, art, gaming, you name it.
Okay, clubs.
Also, collaborative group projects where students have to interact and rely on each other, and interactive online forums for regular discussion about assignments, but also just shared interests.
So it's structured interaction.
Yes, it's intentional. It's a different kind of social interaction, but it's definitely there, often quite rich, and connects kids across wider areas.
So it's not just solo work then. Can my child really still make friends and collaborate meaningfully? Because making friends feels so tied to, playgrounds and lunch tables.
They absolutely can, and often they connect with a more diverse group of peers, maybe even globally, which is harder in a local school.
Interesting.
Online students do dynamic group activities, debates, projects, very similar to traditional schools, just using digital tools that can actually make collaboration really efficient and creative.
Like shared whiteboards and stuff.
Exactly. Shared documents, video conferencing, all that. Imagine kids from different states working on a science project together. Builds real teamwork skills.
Okay.
And what's more, many schools encourage local meetups if students live near each other, or community service projects. So they blend virtual with real-world connection.
Ah, so it's not only online interaction?
Not always, no. It's about building connections wherever students are.
That paints a clearer picture. But even with all that, does it stop kids feeling, alone? Will my child feel isolated? That's the core fear.
The data suggests that for most students, the answer is actually no.
Really? What data?
The Online Learning Consortium found that a significant majority, 75% of online students, feel adequately connected to their peers.
75%.
Which really highlights that with today's tech video, messaging, collaboration platforms, distance doesn't have to mean disconnect.
Right.
There are lots of tools and chances for real interaction, community, friendship. It's often about the quality of connection, not just being in the same room.
Okay, that's reassuring. Let's shift focus now from the student to the parents, because this is a different dynamic, right? Learning happening at home.
A new role for parents.
So what role do I play? What does that partnership actually look like day to day?
Yeah, it's crucial to understand this. As a parent, you become a key partner, but, and this is important, you are not expected to be the teacher.
Okay, not the teacher. What then?
More like a facilitator.
Right.
A supporter. Creating a good learning space at home, making sure they have the tools, the internet connection.
The basics.
The basics, yes. And staying engaged with their progress, with the school, the teachers. Your support in helping them manage their schedule, stay independent, showing interest, that's vital.
So manager and cheerleader, kind of?
That's a good way to put it. You provide the structure and encouragement they need to succeed in that environment.
That partnership sounds like it could actually be quite, powerful. Maybe different from the typical parent-school relationship. Could it even, strengthen the family bond?
Many parents do find that being more involved, even as a facilitator, brings them closer.
How so?
Well, setting routines together, creating that positive learning space, celebrating the wins, big and small, it becomes a shared project.
Right. You're in it together more.
Exactly. It can foster better communication, a shared understanding of their daily life, their challenges, their successes. That shared experience often enhances family dynamics.
Okay, for parents thinking, right, I could do this, what's the practical advice? How can I support my child effectively? Give us some concrete tips.
Okay, practical tips. First, set up a dedicated workspace. Consistent, organized, as free from distractions as possible.
A designated spot. Got it.
Second, consistency. Maintain a regular daily schedule for learning, even with the flexibility. Routine helps.
Schedule, okay.
Third, stay connected with the teachers, proactively. Virtual conferences, emails, know what's going on.
Stay in the loop.
Definitely. And maybe most importantly, encourage open communication with your child. Talk about their learning, their struggles, their successes. Let them know you're there. Your active involvement really boosts their motivation and accountability.
That makes sense. Okay, all these benefits, personalization, flexibility, quality, family connection sound great. But we need to talk about cost.
The practicalities.
Money.
Yeah. Private education is a big investment. How does the cost of online private schools actually compare to traditional private schools? This is often where families get a pleasant surprise. It can broaden access quite a bit.
How so?
Online private schools frequently, significantly, come with a lower price tag, often up to 30% less in tuition fees, according to the Education Cost Report 2022.
30% less.
Yeah. It makes quality private education more reachable for many who thought it was out of the question. The online model just has lower overheads, buildings, maintenance, large admin staff, and those savings often get passed on.
And it's not just the tuition fee itself, is it? There are other costs with traditional school.
Oh, absolutely. Those add up fast.
Like what?
Well, think about it. No expensive uniforms to buy every year.
Right.
No daily transportation costs, gas, bus fare, car wear and tear. If you were considering boarding, zero boarding fees, obviously.
Huge savings there.
Massive.
Yeah.
Plus, often fewer fundraising drives, maybe lower fees for textbooks or supplies if materials are digital. It all accumulates.
So over a year, that's substantial.
It really can be, making online private a genuinely more financially feasible option for families wanting that high-quality experience.
Okay, so when we add it all together, the flexibility, the personalization, the quality academics, the community aspect, and now this significantly lower cost. Is online private education a worthwhile investment? What's the overall return?
I'd say absolutely yes. When you weigh all those combined benefits,
Yeah.
the incredible flexibility, the learning paths tailored to your child's pace and passion, the accredited quality, and how it prepares them not just for college, but for a future that's going to be dynamic and different. The value of that investment becomes pretty clear. It's an investment in a modern, adaptable, often more accessible education that really nurtures individual growth.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening as you think about these huge choices for your child? Our deep dive today wasn't really about saying online is definitively better or traditional is better.
No, it's never that simple.
It's much more personal. It's about finding the right fit for your child, their personality, how they learn best, their interests, your family situation.
That's exactly it. What we've seen from Kelly Davis's work is that online private schools offer academic rigor that's comparable, sometimes even exceeding traditional schools.
Right.
But they couple that with significant extra flexibility, personalization, and actually a surprisingly strong social side.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And those factors, if they align with what your child needs, could genuinely make all the difference in their education, their development, helping unlock that huge potential we started with.
So as you consider your options, think about everything we've unpacked. I want to leave you with a final question to mull over. What environment will best support my child's growth? Not just academically, but personally, socially, emotionally, preparing them to really thrive in the world that's coming.
And by exploring that question honestly, by looking actively at all the pathways available now, that's how you take the crucial step. That's how you start unlocking your child's full potential and help them build a future that fits them.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.